Welcome back with our winner after round 9. It's still early in the morning, but it seemed like you came prepared this morning.
Yeah, I just tried my best, see if I get lucky or not, really.
Yeah, but it was, we call it the Black Friday match. It was like no refunds for your opponent. And on the same time, you're getting bargain destruction. It's like Michael getting rid of
Oh, I'll just take your master plan.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Oh, and your Helix as well. What a deal.
Yeah.
So that seemed pretty convincing, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're well on track. You're currently 7 wins, 2 losses, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And in terms of standings, you're also not doing too bad. I cannot give everything away there, but let's just say if you win another match, I think...
No, two.
You okay.
I lost and I'm out, so 2. Just
okay,
you're bubbling pretty hard
just to make super sure.
Yeah.
All right. So prior to the match, we showed you guys at home your explanation of Spiral.
Okay, yeah.
That we recorded on Friday.
Yeah.
And you did mention that it is the best deck in the format.
Yep.
Why are you not playing Spiral then?
Okay, so at London, it was a lot easier to play Spiral because there was so many really good cards, Go Fu, Machine Duplication, 1-for-1 Soul Charge. If you got Hand Trap, there were a quarter of your deck you could, 10 cards in your deck you can draw that can help you play through at least 1 Hand Trap. Whereas now, you don't have that. It's a lot more fragile. And I didn't want to be having to play mirror matches all day where I'd have to play around cherries,
okay.
and certain hand traps, draw and lockbird and stuff. I just worry about the 4 main hand traps that hurt my deck. Well, 2 main hand traps, Ash and Maxi. So there's only 4 copies of them cards in my opponent's deck that can hurt me, and I still have loads of counters to it. If they Ash my Prep Plant, I can either draw left arm, or I can have Gamma maybe, like you saw there for the lone
Yeah,
fire.
that was pretty sick. When
my opponent actually could have won that game if he just waited and used the trap on my Brilliant Fusion and then Ash the left arm.
Yeah.
But hopefully none of my opponents see this. So,
Well, they're not watching it live usually.
The thing is, it's like when you see a Lone Fire Blossom, knowing what that kind of card can do, I can see why in a player's head you think, this is a good Ash target. He's given up his normal summon. This is going to search the deck. I'm actually getting a good value out of this, and really it was just bait, right?
Yeah. That's one thing, one advantage of playing this deck, because no one knows how to play around it. So people panic when they see certain cards because they're so powerful as well, and they don't know, they never played against these cards before, so they don't understand what should I do at this time. Things like that.
What is the thing with the red target on the head?
We were talking about how you conditioned him in that second game to hold his Ash back looking for your left arm offering instead of playing it on something like Charge of the Light Brigade. Those would have been other bait targets that he's just nope, I'm not going to fall for it again. I'm not going to fall for it again. He ultimately, Drawn Lockbird helping you out there.
Yeah, definitely. Side deck, all the hand traps, just like everybody else is doing. Yeah,
but interestingly enough, you mentioned you're playing them in the side deck. So why are you not playing them all in the main deck? Because you've got 60 cards. So you
got room.
The reason really is I don't want to dilute my deck with hand traps. It's still a combo deck, and if I want to just have a good deck. Game 1, going first or going second, just my deck does its thing. If they open a sleeper and I can resolve grass or resolve one of my power cards, I can still out that. So I don't really want to be bricking a lot. I just want consistency, just a good solid deck game 1. My side deck will deal with game 2 and 3.
Okay.
No, it was an absolute excellent game. You steamrolled the guy, to be honest.
Hopefully I do that to all my opponents.
So what were your 2 losses earlier in the tournament?
So my 1 loss was to Trickstar, and the other loss was to Spiral.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened in the Trickstar game? What went wrong there?
So it was my own fault. So I knew he had Scapegoat set, and because he forgot to flip it in the end phase. So I was about to make a Michael because he had 2 monsters on the field to banish the Scapegoat. And I was going through my extra deck quickly, and I pulled out a Black Rose by accident, and I picked it up right away. But obviously my opponent called the judge and everything, and then I had to
commit to that play.
Yeah, I try to explain, I know he has Scapegoat and he's got 2 monsters. Of course, I'm going to get rid of that. I've played infinite times, so. But it happened, so I accepted losing. That was my own fault. I should have took my time like I did there, stayed calm, and that's how I'm going to try to be for the rest of the event.
Speaking of time, Matt mentioned that in your preparation you were looking at the clock to be super conscious about how long it takes for the Lights One deck to dismantle the opponent, basically.
Yeah.
Obviously that worked out for you because you were playing super fast for the most part. Did you take into account that your opponent might read your cards and that this is taking further time off the clock?
No, that's fine because I wanted him to read my cards because in that game 2 situation I needed time to think.
Oh, so you're actually you're doubling up on the time that's being used. That's really clever.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't need to, but that was a bit of a weird situation. What hand traps could he have? So I just needed time to think because I could have almost had game if I did something else like Starlight or maybe Utopia through the Helix and pop his master plan. So he still gets the searches, but they don't matter if I kill him. But I was just short of game.
Ah, so you were running that math while he was reading your cards.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so clever. I hadn't considered that.
Yeah, it's super interesting to see that as well. All right. So 2 more rounds.
Yeah.
It looks like you're very, very well on track. There's nothing else that I can say except best of luck.
Honestly,
of
thank you so much.
Do you have any shout-outs or anything you want to give to the people back home?
Yeah, just a shout out to my friend Andy Swan. You know, friend helps me out with everything.
Okay.
He's a good guy. I saw him earlier. He's actually here on one of the vendors, I believe.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys too. I hopefully want to be commentating with you guys at some point. I really want to be doing that someday.
We'll keep it in mind. I'll definitely keep you in mind, man. Best of luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let's see. That you just saw we have one of the most positive players here with us, and it's going to be continuing all day long like this. We only got 256 players remaining. Next up in line is our round 10 feature match. Time has been called in the main event. Interestingly enough, we started like 15 minutes after the main event. We finished 5 minutes prior to the main event. This is how fast that game went down. So we're going to try and assemble a feature match as soon as possible for you guys. And then we're going to be back with our round 10 feature match.